I would date her. Her, not so much. We'd leave her on red. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new to my channel, hey, hello, how are you? If not, what's up, bitches? Today's tutorial is going to be on the look that I'm wearing right here. It is the look that Demi Lovato wears in her new I Love Me music video, which I think she looks absolutely freaking gorgeous. That is my OG queen. No one can say shit to me. That's my bitch. So as soon as I saw the music video, obviously I bawled my eyes out after watching it for like 30 times in a row. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do a look. So I did the hair and makeup for you guys. Hopefully I'm not rambling too much, but you guys know me. Once I start talking, I can't stop and then I sound like an idiot. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know you guys have been asking me for so long to just post more content and post more videos, and obviously I told you guys that just with everything that was going on, I was just really busy and overwhelmed. But with that being said, I don't want to ramble because you guys know when I get nervous I start to ramble and then I scratch myself and I look like I'm a part werewolf. So I love you guys and let's get into the video. Okay, so for this tutorial I started out with like no makeup at all, not even my brows, because I'm gonna do my brows kind of more towards how she does hers in the music video. She typically has more of a like a darker brow, a fuller brow, and hers has tails, mine do not. So I'm gonna go ahead and sketch those on. So I'm just gonna give myself more of a divine sculpted snatch brow. Probably just gonna speed past this though, so that, but obviously I'll let you guys watch what I'm doing because I don't want to sit here and explain it. Love y'all, but I'm just gonna fill them in. You'll get the idea. Okay, cool. We'll do that. Okay, now that that took 12 million fucking hours, I'm gonna go ahead and carve them out because like I said, she has them very like sculpted and defined. So I mean, I always carve out my brows, but specifically for this look, you want to make sure they just look really sleek. Honest though, at the end of the day, you can really do your eyebrows how you want to. You get it. Okay. Are those even? Probably not. Do I give a fuck? No. No, I do not. Okay, now we're gonna move on to eyes. So you guys already know I'm just gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids with my concealer and then move on to the eyeshadow. For this eyeshadow look that she has in the music video, it is very, very simple, which I do kind of like. You see it, she has it more smoked out, but again, it's not like dark colors. It's just like your typical transition colors smoked out. And she has it kind of like sharpened a little bit, but it's not like they went through and like did it with concealer to make it like super sharp. It's almost like they use like setting powder to kind of like give it that sleek look and then like dust it away so it looks a little bit softer. Hopefully everything I'm saying right now is making sense. We'll find that out when I go back and do all the editing for this. You guys know me, it's either Morphe or Anastasia, so I'm going to be using these two Anastasia palettes today, the Jackie Aina and then the Amrezy palette. Because there's a few of each shadows that I want to use from each palette. Because I want to use a transition, like I want to use a lid shade for this guy and then maybe like a transition color. And then I need some of these colors. So, you know, we're just the best of both worlds. You know, it's Hannah Montana style. There we go. I'm going to be starting out, I'm going to start out with the Amrezy palette just because the transition shade I want is in here. I'm going to go in with OG. And with that, I'm just going to place that mainly on the outer part of the eye and just kind of smoke that out towards the tail of my brow. You don't have to like go too dramatic with it, and obviously you can buff some of that into the crease. You guys will see how I do it. So like I said, as you guys can see, I'm just really focusing this on the outer part and just going out with my brush. Obviously you want to do windshield wiper motions in to really make sure that color is blended all the way through. But yeah, as you can see too, I'm kind of just sweeping out and really just making sure all my edges are blended and everything is nice and smoked. Now I'm gonna do the same to the other eye. Love that for me. I want to make sure they're even too, because we all know me, I have a bad habit of making sure things are not even. That, and I'm sure I've mentioned this on my channel, that one side of my face is higher than the other. Wait for it. Think about it. Aha. So it's just, yeah. Okay, so essentially for all the colors that are going to be in the crease, this is really it. I'm going to go in with my lid shade. Most of the other colors that I'm going to have are going to be smoked out along the lash line because that's how she has it in the video. So again, when I tell you the eyeshadow look for this isn't really crazy, but it's the whole look in general that I wanted to do. Obviously too, once you add the red lip, like that pulls the whole look together, and then once I put my hair up, it'll be bad bitches everywhere. The lid color, I'm going to be using the Jackie Aina palette. I'm going to go in with, can you guess which shade? And I'm just going to put that all over my lid because she does have more of like a shimmery iridescent color on her lid. It's more of like a gold, like a soft gold. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Like I said, it's just very, very simple. Very simple. If you want to, you're more than welcome to add glitter on top of this. I'm not going to because I don't feel like it's that much, but if you are going to be wearing this look and like going out for nighttime and stuff like that and you want to pop a little bit more, add some glitter. You be chillin'. To be fair though, the only place I'm going after this is my couch because quarantine. So for the next part, I'm just going to be taking my Urban Decay, the Perversion black pencil, and I'm just going to be focusing this right on the outer part of the eye and closest to my lash line. You want to bring it about halfway in. But like I said, you just want to do it very soft and very close because you are going to be smoking it out and you don't want to do it too big. And then when you're smoking it out, it just takes up the whole eye because this part is just going to be very simple and just very, very delicate. So I'm going to go in with that, and I'm just going to take a flat, like just a little flat brush. I'm mainly going to take the end of it and just go ahead and softly smoke that out until I kind of get it as blended as I would like it. Or as you would like it. Whatever. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. So essentially when you have it where you want it, I'm going to go back into the Amrezy palette and I'm going to take this dark brown and just kind of go on top of it. So again, just creating those layers and just softening it up even more. After I applied that eyeshadow, essentially like that's it for the eye look. That's it. And then we're gonna go in and do lashes and mascara, but other than that, that's really it. I'll go in and do the bottom part after this, but as far as like the top goes, like I told you guys, very, very simple. This is even an eye look that you really could wear every single day. And then as far as the lip goes, once you put the red on, it does kind of make it a little bit more of a bolder look. So I'm gonna go in, finish the other eye, and then we'll move on to lashes. Okay, so I already went ahead and finished the other eye, and then I put on my mascara. So for the look today, and just kind of the look that I've been going with every single day now, but it's kind of relevant to this video too, because in the video she doesn't have really crazy heavy lashes. I've just been taking just some simple lashes, more so the ones that are kind of like short to long, and a little bit more wispy, and I've been cutting them in half and just putting them on the ends of the eyes. I feel like it makes your eyes open a little bit more, and for some reason I get in the moods where like I'll either want a really heavy lash to where like it's just like, hi, hello, I'm here, or just something that's fairly like simple and delicate and just gives me a little bit, you know, more of that. Woo. So I'm going to be taking the Eylure, they're the Luxe Silk Lashes in Marquise. These are typically the ones that I use. Obviously you can tell I've already, you know, cut a pair in half. Yeah, so I'm cutting off the ends, and then I'm just applying this part kind of like halfway through. So essentially how far I've brought in the liner, that's kind of where I'm going to cut my lash and then just apply it more so on that end. But I'll show you guys right now. Going to apply my glue. And for those who are like new to wearing eyelashes or just wear eyelashes in general, this is one of my favorites. It's the Duo Glue, but it's the one that brushes on, and it has, there's a green one of this, and then there's this one. I like this one because one, it has like a little plastic tab instead of the brush. And on top of that, this one is waterproof and it's latex free. So if you're like a crier, if you're like on stage, if you like to go on roller coasters with your eyelashes on, this bitch ain't gonna move. On top of that, it gets tackier and a little bit easier. So, because I hate the ones in the squeezy tube, especially when you're like a beginner and then you make a mess everywhere, and that's not cute. So obviously, like I said, just applying it at the end. Hopefully it's tacky enough. Boom. I feel like this technique, sorry, I feel like my transitions throughout this whole video are gonna be a hot ass mess just because I'm like constantly turning around and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna talk now. Like, no, bitch, wait till you look at the fucking camera and then talk. Anyway, moral of the story is, I feel like this look is a little bit easier too as far as the eyelashes go for like beginners, because sometimes it can be a little difficult to put on a full strip of lashes to where, like I said, it's just a little bit easier when you just have the end piece. This blends really well too if you are wearing like any type of liner, because you literally cannot tell like the band is there at all. She looks real poppin'. Okay, finally, now that that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face. Gonna be using the primer that I've been using, the new Porefessional one. Like I said, this one is amazing if you do have a little bit bigger pores or texture, or if you're someone who is dry as fuck like me. Not cute. Plus, you know, it'll help the longevity of your makeup, even though none of those are going anywhere or doing anything. Just being locked away in our houses. Oh my god. Love that. For my foundation, I am going to be using the new Lancôme Renergie foundation. This is technically for the more mature client just because it does have actual anti-ingredient, like anti-aging ingredients in the foundation. So Lancôme has an entire skincare line called Renergie Lift. So, I mean, but to be fair though, if you do want to wear this now, I just like it because it does have a medium to full coverage. It does help cover up my scars, but on top of that, it does give a nice dewy finish, and you look really airbrushed, and I like that. So, and it has an SPF 27. But again, not like that matters right now. That's fine. This is probably going to be a little dark on me, just gonna throw that out there, because this is like I got this for like when I'm in between or kind of a little bit more tan, not when I'm like super pale. Because I have this in the color 210, but like in reality, I'm about like a 140 or 160. So take that for what you will. So yeah, we're just gonna apply that on my face. This part though, you can really use any foundation. I just like this. I do have another foundation though, but it's more of like a matte finish. But she does have like really glowy and dewy skin in this video. So I just, like I said, I just kind of want to follow, really truly follow the look that she has going on in this video. I've got that completely on my face. Gonna go ahead and go in with my concealer. You guys already know the Benefit Boing concealer, one of my all-time favorites. just can't sleep on her, you know? You guys know that one thing I have been doing differently, I've been putting on my bronzer and then setting my face. I just feel like it stays a little bit longer, and I like the way, I don't know, I just like the way it blends out a little bit better. So yeah, gonna go ahead, put on my bronzer, and then I'll go ahead and set and bake my face. I know a few of you have asked me though, as far as like the whole contouring and highlighting thing goes. I'll show you kind of how I contour. Obviously you want to do this to your face shape. I already kind of went ahead and did mine already on this side, but I'll break it down for you guys a little bit on this side. So as far as your bronzer or contour, whatever you want to do, contour is typically going to be a little bit more on the cooler side, where bronzer is going to be a little bit more warm. The reason why it's more cool because it gives you more like a defined sculpted look, where bronzing, it does give dimension to your face, but it's nothing that's going to be like super like high Bella Hadid, you know, you feel me, you know what I'm saying? Okay. So with this, typically wherever you place it, you always want to go kind of start like the top of the ear, either the corner of the mouth or the corner of the nose. You obviously don't want to drag it all the way down there. That's just kind of the idea of placement. If you want your jawline or your cheekbones to look more like sculpted, you would carry it more so down here. If you want more of a lifted cheekbone, you kind of want to carry it more to your nose. And with this too, wherever you put your brush down is where the most product's gonna go. So if you place your brush here and then you work your way up, it's just gonna be a really dark spot and it's gonna be a mess. So with this, you always wanna start and work your way forward and just kind of buff that forward. Like I said, you don't wanna carry it all the way out here, but that's just the idea of placement. I always add to my forehead too. Some people can add to your forehead if you do have a little bit bigger of a forehead. It just kind of, again, it helps give a little bit of dimension, makes it not look so big. I like to do it though, just because if you just have your contour or bronzer here, it's just all heavy here and there's no other dimension or color to the face. So I just do it more so to even out. And then you can always do it with your nose. You guys have seen, as of recently in the last 6 months, I've been really into contouring my nose. I do kind of have a big nose, so I just like to, you know, slim down the sides a little bit. Another thing you can do too is going along the jawline. With doing that, it just helps it look a lot more defined, especially someone who's always like, I have a double chin, or I want to look a little bit more slimmer. Go ahead and go along your jawline and just kind of bronze that up. It'll make a little bit of a difference. I'm gonna go ahead and do my nose now. You want to use something like a little bit of smaller brush. You don't want to do anything that's like too fluffy, but something that's like kind of fluffy but kind of dense. I guess nothing that's gonna look like this one, just because as you can see, the powder is more so really gonna go anywhere, where if you have it a little bit slimmer and a little bit more dense, you're really gonna be able to get that product placed properly. That's what I want to say. Wow. Basically with this, I'm just following the natural bridge of my nose and then going in a little bit more to give it that more slim and defined look. The reason why I do it more so at the end and on the top is so I get that button nose effect. A lot of people do that. Typically it's a little bit more popular. I don't want to say anime because I don't want to get it wrong or anything. But there's a type of community where, like, especially with they do it more with blush to get more of that, like I guess you could say anime, more of that, like, you know, that cute little like button nose type effect, and then you can add freckles. It's almost like a fairy look too. I don't know, there's a lot of people who do it. I just do it though more so because my nose is big and I just want it to look cute and adorable. But yeah, if anybody in the comments below can tell me what community is, and I'm no way saying this to like offend anybody, I'm just genuinely trying to get the right verbiage and like knowledge for that, but I want to say it is more of that like anime type of, but correct me if I'm wrong, educate me in the comments. Don't be a dick about it though. I'll fight you. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with powder. I like doing the powder after too because I do like to bake slash like carve out the nose a little bit more as well as my cheekbones just to make sure everything's like set in the perfect place. So that's typically why I do it after. I just like I like the effect it gives. But you can set your face before. Totally up to you. This is another technique too if you do want your contour or bronzer to look a little bit sharper. Just take your powder and kind of bake it along the edges. Look nice and crisp. This is more so a technique though that drag queens do to make their contour and highlight look very, very prominent. Obviously you don't need to do it like that, but if you are going for that look, do it, bitch. Do it. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and finish with my blush and highlighter. I feel like this part is just taking way too long, so I just kind of want to like skip along. Go ahead and add my blush. For this, you can kind of use whatever blush you want. If I'm correct, the color she kind of has in the video is kind of like a peachy pink. So, and that's typically the realm of like colors that I stick to. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that one. The one that I'm using is B-Day Bay by Tarte. And then for highlighter, it's the new Benefit, not new, but like, you know me, I was using like the Amrezy for like 5 ever. So using the Benefit Cookie highlighter, I feel like this one especially fits with this look because again, she is very dewy, very glowy, and her highlighter is more of like that wet look, and that's the effect that the Benefit one gives. So I'll go ahead and put those two on, and then we'll move on. We'll move on. Okay, gonna go back into the eyes really quick. So for the music video, she does have the corners of her eyes, just kind of how we did the top smoked out. She kind of has that going halfway in through the bottom, and then she has more of like a white nude eyeliner on the waterline. So I'm just gonna, it's literally the same exact thing I did to the top of my eyes on the outer part of my lashes. I'm gonna do the same thing to the bottom. Put a nude pencil in my waterline. The one that I am going to be using is the Fake Awake from Tarte. This is one of my favorites. It just makes your eyes look so open, so bright and awake, and it definitely fits this look. And then I'll go ahead and finish with my mascara. So I'm gonna move on to the lips. I have no idea where I put my red lip liner, so I'm just gonna kind of free ball it at this point. Speaking of balls, I'm gonna be using the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the color Lady Balls. I feel like this kind of just fits with the mood, especially the whole, like, what she's singing about. It's just like, I am here, hear me roar, I am that bitch, I love me, and that's it. period. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on. And then we'll move on to the hair finally. I'm not gonna overdraw my lips like I typically do because I feel like her lips are a little bit more petite and she really has her cupid's bow very prominent. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that instead of rounding mine off. Tries to be sexy, completely fucks it up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and fix that really quick. Brief intermission. Okay, I tried. I did what I could. And as you can tell, I've already tried this look prior because this was clear at one point, but I just wanted to see what it would look like. In the video, she does have like a glossy red lip, so I'm just gonna go ahead and finish with the gloss. I would advise probably doing something that already has a tint to it so you don't ruin your clear gloss, but if you want to, fuck it, go for it. This is just the e.l.f. Clear lip lacquer. I used to use like e.l.f. all the time when I first started makeup, and then I was like, nah, I'm good, I'm gonna try something different. And then I don't know why I steered away, because like, yes, they don't have like a ton of product in like their products that you purchase, but they are super inexpensive, and on top of that, they do work for what they give you. So I'm gonna go ahead and gloss this bitch up. All right, you guys, so essentially like this is it for the makeup look. Obviously I told you guys a red lip is gonna pull it together. Let's go ahead and move on to the hair though, and then I'll like put on all my accessories because that's what really pulls the look together when you see full picture. So let's get into that. Okay, so for the hair, you are gonna need a curling iron. You can use, I was going to, but I was like, you know what, fuck it, I wanna use my curling iron. You can either use a flat iron to curl your hair or a curling iron, because the curls that she has in the video aren't super tight ringlet curls. It's almost like, it's kind of like how I typically do my curls. Curl your hair and then brush it out to where it gives like a nice soft curl slash like wave. So I'm gonna go in with my curling iron. You want, I like have them on like 2 different ends. You want 2 different hair ties, a few bobby pins, and then obviously don't forget some heat tamer because we're not about to fire our fucking hair off. And then a hairbrush. Other than that, you're good to go, sis. I am going to part my hair too, just because again I do have a lot of hair and it's just going to make it a little bit easier. So we're going to put it into sections and curl it. So after I've pretty much got all my curls where I wanted to, just gonna go ahead and brush it out, just that way they're just kind of, they're just chilling, you know, chilling. Like I said, in this part, she does have her hair just very like, like it's curled, but it's just very flowy. Ooh. Okay, but I'm gonna hit this piece real quick in the front because she necked it. So she does have it half up, half down. Most of her hair is behind her ears. I'm just gonna kind of top of my ears and go ahead and section that off and just sweep away any hair that I don't want part of that look. She also has some wispies hanging out in the front because most of her bangs and everything like that are back in the ponytail. But as far as like this part goes, again, she just has a few little like pieces hanging down. I was gonna use a brush to sweep all of my hair back, but again, if you notice in the video, the way she has her hair, it's kind of like messy, kind of pulled back. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take my fingers and run my fingers through. And she does have her ponytail a little bit higher. since her and Ari have now been signed to the same producer, I feel like she's like, I'm gonna take a little inspiration off this bitch. So they're just heightening the ponytail a little bit. So once I have it to my desired height, sorry, that was a weird transition. I just want to put you guys a little bit higher so you can see what the fuck I'm talking about. So I have some hair in the front. After I have it to where I want it, I am just gonna tie that off. If you see me looking down here, it's because I have a mirror down here, not just like being weird for once. And then I'm just gonna pull that tight. Oh, she's cute. Okay. Now, just kind of how I do my Ari ponytail, I'm going to add a little bit of height, I'm going to take another hair tie and I'm going to do it a little bit higher than where I already have the hair tie that I've previously put. And go ahead and wrap that bitch around. So again, that way she does have a little bit of height on her. And then I'm going to take a piece of my own hair and wrap that around so I'm hiding this little section that I've created. Now that I've got that to where I wanted it, I'm just going to bobby pin her into place. You can use like 2, it just depends on, I'm gonna use 2 just to make sure she doesn't move. And pretty much once I pull that a little bit tighter, you can go ahead and comb it through a little bit more, just because I'm gonna do that because I don't want my hair, like my curls too tight. Her hair obviously is a little bit longer than mine. I believe she does have extensions into the video, but I don't have any extensions right now that match the hair that I have. So we're just working with kind of what we're going with. But essentially, this is the completed look, hair, makeup, and everything. I'm gonna go put on a few accessories and change my top, but yeah, this is the look. I did go ahead and put on some hoops because in the music video she does have hoop earrings on, and then I just changed my shirt because what I had on before was not cute. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I'm so sorry that it took so long to put out there, but like I said, now that I have all the time in the world for you guys, here you go. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I can't wait to make more videos for you guys, but with that being said, I know I keep rambling when I get nervous. I love you guys and thank you guys for your support, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.